Hey everyone, I'm very sorry that I won't be introducing myself this week. We've been super busy making Kestis, the Jedi Fallen Order fan or Jedi Survivor fan film, and I just have an awful sunburn and I'm kind of a little bit of a wreck. So just bear with me here. It's been one of the best Star Wars experiences of my life, but yeah, I'm just not in front of the camera this week. So we're going to start the tutorial with BO-KATAN. We're going to go ahead and do the outline of her face shape, as well as her hairline and her hairband that comes down. So super easy stuff to start the tutorial off with. And now that we've drawn in her hairline, we're going to go ahead and add her part, as well as some of the hair that comes down and gets in front of her face. This is inspired by the Season 3 look of BO-KATAN, so her hair is slightly longer and a little bit more flowy.
Show me the one whose safety deems such destruction.
And I apologize for the brief mistakes that I make while recording my tutorials. I want to give you guys as real as an experience as possible, and the realest of the real is that I mess up. So I just want to show you guys the genuine process of me drawing these things so you guys can follow along and learn to not make the mistakes that I did. So now that we've finished the basic outline of Bo's face, we're going to go in and add some facial features, that being eyebrows, eyeballs, nose, lips, just basic facial details that are important to identify her as a human.
Show me the one whose safety deems such destruction. This is the way.
So in order to keep this tutorial simple, I went ahead and made the most simplistic and quick version of Katie Sackhoff's face that I could. I think it turned out alright, and hopefully you guys can follow it. But yeah, just let me know in the comment section down below if you'd like me to take more time on the faces or on certain details, because I do try to keep these tutorials simple. I want them to be quick. I don't want them going on for hours at a time. 15 to 25 minutes is kind of where I want these to stay.
Show me the one whose safety deems such destruction. This is the way.
So now that we've completed the face, we're going to go ahead and add some details to the hair and headband, just making it look like her hair is slightly blowing in the breeze, just giving it some layers and some folds, and just making your drawing feel a little bit more three-dimensional.
Show me the one whose safety deems such destruction. This is the way.
So now that we've finished the head of BO-KATAN, we're going to move down and draw the rest of her body. The pose that I picked for her is, I believe, from episode 2 of season 3, and it's when she's looking back at her droid, deciding on whether she wants to help Grogu save his daddy, who has been captured by the weird General Grievous monster. So how it's going to look is Bo's shoulder is going to be facing us, and she'll be looking kind of over her shoulder back at us. So that's the pose. I had a hard time picking a pose for this drawing because I didn't want it to be just a basic like front forward shot of her just holding up her guns with her helmet on. I wanted to do something a little bit more unique because BO-KATAN deserves it. Katie Sackhoff is freaking beautiful, and I have a little bit of a crush on her, if I'm being completely honest.
Show me the one whose safety deems such destruction. This is the way.
So BO-KATAN, being the leader of the Night Owls, she does have the little insignias on her shoulder armor, and I just copied it straight from the image. The image wasn't super clear, so if you're looking for a more accurate solution, maybe do a little bit of your own research. I was just trying to make this quick and just get the point across that, like, yeah, the Night Owl's logo is on her shoulder. And we are now on to the trickiest part of drawing any Mandalorian, and that is the transition from hard armor to soft clothing. The key here is to make your armor lines really sharp, really rigid, and then when it comes to the clothing line, give them a little bit of a fold, draw those creases in where the fabric would actually fold while Bo-Katan's moving and bending her arms and stuff like that. That's the key. Detail the fabric as much as you can and leave the armor a little bit more plain with really sharp, harsh lines.
This is the way.
So you guys can see that the pose is finally coming together here, but because Bo-Katan is turned to the side, her jetpack is visible. So we're going to go ahead and start doing a basic outline of the shape of that and just getting that down pat so we can map out the rest of the drawing in relation to everything else.
This is the way. Show me the one whose safety deems such destruction. This is the way.
So now that we're done with the jetpack, we're just going to add in the rest of the fabric that connects to her armor. So the fabric going down her side, there's going to be lots of wrinkles there because her arms are going to be putting pressure on that fabric. So you can see how under the arm I've got fabric kind of creasing, and on top of that, armor's being attached, which is also pulling the fabric in a slightly different direction. So if you think about all these things while you're drawing it, kind of map it out, you can even have a shirt or a piece of clothing next to you, and to kind of simulate that, it'll help you when you're mapping it out in your mind, which will help you bringing it to the paper. And after all that, we're just going to go ahead and draw in the belt just to kind of complete BO-KATAN's waist a little bit more and fill in that extra space down by the gauntlet.
Show me the one whose safety deems such destruction.
So that's pretty much going to wrap up this drawing. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I super appreciate all your support that you guys have given me. And, you know, while we're out there and we're making Kestis and all that stuff, like, I still want to make time to come here and make videos for you guys, just because I know that none of this would be possible without any of you. And I just really appreciate all your support, all your love that you guys have given me, and it just means the galaxy to me. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.